question.
Just like that.
That's a good question.
Should I spit my gum out before we do this?
No, just chomp away. Like, people really like it when people smack it.
He's got a thing.
It's called misophonia.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
It's a real condition.
Are you really?
Hold on.
See you, Ryan. Good talk.
I'll get rid of that. Sorry.
Oh, it's a good Thursday. It is a great Thursday.
All right, so let's just start off here. I think, are we live now?
Yeah, we're live. We're going.
I think I just sat on my cord.
Hey, Sheeps for Jesus. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. First time here. That's a good name. I like that.
Name.
I like that handle.
I'm not sure what it means, but
and
like it.
So, Sheeps for Jesus. So for the new guys jumping in, here's kind of what happened.
What am I watching right now?
I don't know.
That's what he's saying himself.
He's like, what is this? So every time you comment, you're automatically entered into the weekly giveaway. So for those just joining in this week, we're giving away a free set of HiViz sights for you guys.
True, we are.
So that's awesome.
Yep.
And we'll throw some other goodies in there too, but that is on the table. And there is no limit to how many entries you can actually get. So you comment, you're entered. You comment, there's another entry. So
it's a completely flawed system. We know it, but we're not going to change it.
Yeah.
So just full disclosure, we were all up late last night filming a piece of content that'll be out
the 28th. On October 28th, set your watches, alerts,
it's
flashes. You're going to want to watch this one. But we're not going to go there yet.
Oh,
right?
We're going to give you a teaser of what we were doing last night.
We're going to talk about it later.
Yes.
Okay.
But so anyway, our winner is for today is Tobab. Tobab jumped in there last week. He had a lot of comments. He's one of those guys who just jumps in and
5 comments.
yeah. I mean,
Wow.
So he had 5 entries and he got.
But he
drawn.
spelled color like color.
Yeah.
Like he's European.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But he won.
I don't know.
So reach out to kj@guntalk.com to claim your prize.
We'll be mailing him stuff to France.
Something.
I don't know.
Somewhere. But anyway, man, people are jumping in. This is awesome.
We're getting started. All right, so Gun Talk Live is brought to you by HiViz Shooting Systems. See what you've been missing. See what they did there with that catch line? I like that. HiViz, the Lightwave H3 comp sight, bead, and plain barrel bead. Bead. Replacement sights for your shotguns. Okay, those are good to have. 24-hour illumination for both day and night performance in one system. So kind of what we're talking about here is like they've got the photoluminescent paint, they've got fiber optic, they have these systems working in conjunction with each other. So people argue about like night sights or not.
Right.
Well, you can get the best of both worlds these days. No matter the conditions, HiViz keeps you on target. HiVizSights.com. Colt, the Anaconda, the Big Daddy, 44 mag revolver. It's back. Oversized Python action. So if you think of the Python, the Anaconda is the big brother. Solid stainless steel frame. The Hogue grips make it sweet to shoot. And it's just a whole lot of fun. Yeah. Drilled and tapped, put a scope on it, hunt with it. Check them out, Colt.com. The Ruger LCP Max. You guys know the LCP. Tiny pocket pistol,
maxed.
380. Now it's been maxed. So it's 10+1 rounds in the same footprint as the LCP2. They also sell a 12-round mag available. Comes with a pocket holster. Check it out.
That's nice that they do that because that's what the intent is.
That's how a lot of people are going to carry it.
That's how it is.
Check it out at Ruger.com and Springfield Armory. The XDM Elite 3.8 compact OSP 10mm is now. The future is now. Hex Dragonfly red dot on top. 11+1 rounds of 10mm. That's a whole lot of hate in that gun.
In
I like it.
A little bitty, like
fully
small.
Ambidextrous controls. Check it out. Springfield-Armory.com. Guys, we appreciate these companies supporting us because Taco Bell doesn't return our calls. I mean, I love your product, but they're like, we're not advertising on Gun Talk Live. No, they don't. They just won't. So these are the guys who keep us going and keep talking to you guys. So Also, the Prize-a-Palooza giveaway, 6 multiple prize packages. Check
6
it
of
out.
them.
guntalk.com/win. Prizes include Pyramid Air products like their air guns, the 6-hour Spartan 1911 BB pistol, a 1911 BB pistol, the Ruger Explorer air rifle with ammo, safety glasses, other accessories, lockdown stuff, lockdown handgun vaults, pucks, gun safe lighting, Axel's GS Extreme earbuds, Tracker Blue ear muffs. So those nice, high-quality ear protection.
So, a funny story on those. So, we've got Chris Serino in town for
Yeah.
a few days, and I had some in my office. I was going to test them out. And he comes in, and he, like, that's a one thing in all my office he goes for.
Which
he
is
goes,
a lot of stuff in his
He
office.
goes, oh, these are really nice. Like, I know what he's getting at. So, I'm like, okay, Chris, do you want those? He goes, I've been looking at these.
Really?
Yes. So he's gonna write us up a little bit of review for him, and
We'll trade
he's
these.
gonna review them for us. But I just haven't had the time to. So
This
that's
is what happens
it's
in our
awful
world.
nice of him.
You guys will be like, oh, that's neat. Taco Bell's lost, Gail says. I like it. Yeah, it's true. We would do that in like trade for Mexican pizzas, probably.
No, I would not trade advertising for
Chalupa?
Taco Bell.
Double-decker taco?
Only if you're getting
dose of Taco Bell.
only if you're gonna get Kohler as a sponsor too.
Like toilets.
Yeah, and Charmin.
generators.
Charmin.
Toilets. Well, this is
I
taking
mean,
an
that's the
interesting turn.
I'm sorry.
All right, wait. Taco Bell, Del Taco. What are the other ones? What's the one on the West Coast?
Taco Mayo.
Taco John's.
Taco John's.
That's another one. So what's your go-to fast food taco Mexican place? Just no?
No.
Just don't do it?
No, don't do it.
It's my no-go.
It's
Yeah.
it is true though, like
There's
most
certain
Mexican
places.
restaurants are fast anyway, like
Yeah.
scary fast, like uncomfortable, like I can't believe you just brought my food, I just ordered it fast. How is that possible? So why do we need fast Mexican food?
Yep.
I'm just saying. All right, totally off topic.
Okay, so we do have Chris Serino in
He's here.
In town, but he's not on set. He's going to be doing some Gun Talk Nations with Ryan. But we had him down for a special reason, and that special reason is that we are doing a special project. You could call it a passion project, maybe?
Yes, could be. So I'll tell the backstory. Can we
Yes.
explain this whole thing?
Yes.
So the backstory on this is we do the show FPD, First Person Defender. And we've been doing like 9 seasons of it. It's one of the more popular things we put out there onto the YouTubes and socials. And people talked about, what about a zombie attack? What would we do with this? And so we were kind of brainstorming it. And so we just did a special. It's not really exactly the same format as a regular FPD episode, but we just did a FPD, First Person Defender, When Zombies Attack, and that's what we were up to last night.
And we've got, Michael's got some images. That,
It's going to be amazing.
So it is it's gonna be good. We spent all night filming it and really got into it. I mean, we had some folks show up.
I love these images. They're so good.
We had some folks show up that have been on past seasons that you guys will recognize. There's a lot of gun talk built into this project. So
Yes, if you follow Gun Talk and the stuff that we do, there's a lot of inside jokes for all of you guys out there. A lot of cameos, some surprise cameos.
Oh,
We
yeah.
showed you, we told you Chris is here, so that's not a surprise.
but he's got to be there. He's a standard.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
it's
gonna
so
be
good. But
pretty
you guys
epic.
are gonna love it. It's going to launch October 28th. Share it. We'll figure out something special to do. Now that week, the Gun Talk crew minus Ryan is going to be at the NASGW show, and so throughout that week, we're actually going to go live
Broadcasting from the show. That's
from
the
the
big
show floor.
It's a little kind of a niche, smaller show, but it's a big deal in the gun world, in the gun industry, because this is where the manufacturers are meeting with all the distributors who work with all the gun stores.
Right.
And so a lot of new products are launched there, and a lot of planning for the next year, and also kind of lets us see where things headed.
Yeah.
It's like when you started seeing red dots on all these pistols.
Yeah.
or you saw long-range precision rifle stuff.
Well,
start
that 3
really
years ago,
taking off.
that's 3 years ago, that's where we first saw the Sig Sauer cross behind closed doors. I mean, we get to see little,
is true.
little insights from these companies that like, hey, come back here and look at this. But really, that's kind of the first kind of major show since COVID.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
can't say that. Now it's going to, well, the whole thing's going to be taken down.
I'm sorry.
I
didn't say
but
anything
yeah,
bad
we'll,
about it.
We'll be broadcasting from that show, and yeah, it's going to be good. Side note, because you mentioned Chris Cerrito, we're doing a podcast. While you guys are here and you're commenting, I would love to know. So one of the things we're going to do on this Gun Talk Nation podcast is we're going to talk, I call them what ifs. What if
Oh, gosh.
self-defense scenarios? And Chris calls them when then. When this happens, then I will do this. So
Okay.
we're going to play the what if game on the podcast. So what types of self-defense scenarios have you thought about? Like, wow, that would be a tough one. Or what would I do if? Or maybe something you've encountered or read about or know somebody.
Speaking of
So
that,
give me what you think. What do you want us to
speaking
talk
of
about?
that jumps us right into our second topic, and we're going to go there. What if a country heavily restricts guns and you can't get guns and it's very difficult? What happens if someone attacks you with a bow and arrow?
It'd be a bummer.
What happens? So in Norway, a bow and arrow attack left 5 people dead, and they are calling it an act of terrorism. It is shocking, but Norway has some of the strictest gun laws from any of the countries. So a man had been, apparently he had been radicalized, and he was intent on doing harm.
He couldn't get access to other stuff. Or whatever, I don't know. His chosen method was...
But that is leading a lot of people to say, what? It's not the
weapon.
It's the
person.
So that's something that where there's a will, they're going to find a way. Whether that's in China, where knives.
I mean, knives in the UK. People driving trucks through crowds of people in France. Improvised explosive devices. There's options for people if they want to do harm. And obviously, in our world, I was thinking about this the other day. It was like, you don't even hear about legal gun owners doing bad things.
Yeah.
Almost never. I mean, when you hear about, well, there was a shooting today, typically that person is already a felon.
Yes.
They're a prohibited person. They cannot own guns, touch guns, but this is the person committing the crime of robbery or rape or murder or whatever. And so it's kind of interesting that we keep having to come back to this, and I hate having to use logic here, but,
Yeah.
kind of what we keep running into.
It's shocking to me that individuals continue to make these arguments of, there would be people alive if someone there had a gun to stop the attack. Whether he was carrying a gun, a knife, a bow and arrow, apparently we've got to worry about that now.
Right.
One of the pictures I saw, and this was a story. I took this one, I saw it in Fox, and there was an actual picture of one of the arrows embedded in the side of a wall. So Chris didn't notice it, and he was a little further away from the computer screen. And I'm going to show Ryan real quick. What do you notice about the arrow? There's a couple things that you'll notice. If you can go over to Fox, it
has
up
no
there.
fletching.
Has no fletching.
That's
and
weird.
It's a field point.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
No, it's not like they're using a broadhead or something like that. But the no fletching actually kind of is funny.
Yeah, no fletching. It fell off?
No. He fired it with no fletching, period.
You think so?
Yeah. And
Well, that's not going to go real well, is it?
It's a very strange occurrence, but it just goes to show you it's not the weapon. It's 100%
The
person. So anyway, what would...
Interesting.
I mean...
we got some comments coming here. David, Mr. Workman, this is a different subject, but we can
Yeah.
talk about it. Thoughts on whether SHOT is dead now that SIG pulled out. So some of you
that
who,
public
if you
knowledge?
have real jobs and you don't work in the gun industry, you may not have been following this.
Yeah.
Thoughts on whether SHOT Show, of course, our big show for the gun world, is dead. Sig Sauer is not going to attend the 2022 SHOT Show. That was announced this week.
That is
And
big news.
It is big news because they have one of the biggest booths there. They're a really big company. They said they cited concerns about COVID and safety and for all their people. And they bring a bunch of people. It's like, I don't know, 100, 120, 140 people to the show. So it's a lot. So they're not going. And so people are like, oh, well, it's not going to happen. I guess my opinion, I'm not a fortune teller, David, but I mean, there's still like 2,000 other companies that are going to be there. They have a waiting list forever. So it is a big deal that SIG is not going to be there, but show will probably go on unless they're told they can't by some sort of state regulation or city regulation or something like that. I always like the phrase, if you think you're irreplaceable, stick your hand in a bucket of water and pull it out and see the hole that you leave.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, and you see that at workplaces. You know, somebody thinks they're irreplaceable, they leave.
Someone steps up.
Business just keeps going.
Yep.
We hire somebody else and just keep rolling.
And
so, I mean, it's a big deal, but I guess we'll see. I hope it doesn't affect SHOT Show to like end it.
No,
because
there's no way it ends it.
No,
there's
no.
way.
Because it is the major funding arm for the NSSF, so National Shooting Sports Foundation. Basically, what funds all of their efforts for the whole year is SHOT Show. That's their big fundraiser. So, yeah, I don't know, David. I mean, certainly, we'll see what happens. Who knows?
That's true.
I mean, we're all kind of going, oh, I don't know.
Yeah. You kind of sit there and go, well, wait and see.
Yeah.
I mean, as of now, right now, like, Gun Talk's going.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
We'll be
We're gonna be covering
broadcasting
it.
from SHOT Show.
Yeah.
We'll have our booth set up and all that stuff. So maybe we'll take Sig's booth. It's like
Yeah, they put us there.
it's
with
like
a little
it's like 2
booth.
stories
Yeah.
tall. It's like, you know, 10,000 square feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. The booth itself is probably $1
It's
million
massive. It's
or
massive.
more.
It is
Seriously.
massive.
It has like a Halo board in the booth.
Yeah.
It's like you're at an NBA game.
It's
Crazy.
unbelievable. Okay, here's a story. Kind of you're playing the what if, what then game. In Atlanta, a homeowner is sitting there and he is wheelchair bound. He's going to sleep at night. 11 o'clock at night, intruder breaks in, finds his way to the kitchen, opens the kitchen, whoop, finds 2 knives, starts heading into the room and he's starting to stab him.
Really?
Yes.
The easy money.
Yeah.
Easy target.
Easy target.
Not so fast.
So this was just after 11 p.m. Took 2 knives, made his way to another room where he tried to stab a resident of the house who is confined to a wheelchair. The guy, wheelchair dude, pulls out a gun, shoots him twice. Nice. So we've done a wheelchair episode on First Person Defender, and they are just as capable.
Oh, totally.
I mean,
A lot of
shocking.
people who are in wheelchairs, they understand that they could be a target and in a different position of vulnerability. And a lot of them prepare, and they train, and they carry. And
that's it.
they are not
train.
one to be trifled with. Trust me. That guy made an error in the victim selection process.
Right. Well, and and he probably thought he selected a pretty easy target. Like he can't,
Awesome.
but that's a force multiplier right
Yeah.
there. That's what they call that. That's what they call it when someone brings a gun to a knife fight. That's a force multiplier. Like you're not gonna win.
Just
So,
nice to see bad people having bad things happen to them.
But yeah.
So another comment.
Boyd, we've got to address that one.
All right. Well, Gail says defend yourself with an assault crossbow. We actually saw the craziest crossbow thing just
Yes.
this week. Actually, a couple different ones.
Yeah, they
That
were
were
from
like-
Steambow.
There was one where you cock it and you shoot it and cock it and shoot it. So it didn't auto reset.
It's like it had a magazine full of arrows.
But it was fast. And then the arrow one.
So the compound bow one.
Wild.
So you load all your arrows. It's like a 5-shot.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, basically it looks like it has a big long level on it.
Yeah.
And you just pull it back.
Almost like an arrow
and thumb
rest that goes
release.
all the way back.
Yeah. So you pull it back, release. Pull it back, release. So every time you push it forward, it loads.
We should have pulled that. I didn't know we were going to talk about this. It was amazing. You cock it, and actually you can let go.
Yes.
And the string is cocked and the whole thing, and then you just go. Pew.
Yeah.
It was
So
pretty
look
cool.
look up Steambow. It's
Steambow.
Steambow. It's a European company, but pretty cool.
All right, what's Boyd getting into?
So Boyd, actually, we're talking about wheelchair bound folks. Remember the video I sent you guys of the guy with no arms robbing the
Yes.
the store?
Oh my gosh.
With a gun. He has no arms, so
But he's pointing a gun
with his feet.
with his feet.
What do you do? Surely he couldn't hit
There's
anything.
nothing I can say that would be appropriate
I
right
don't
now.
know.
I have so many thoughts.
I mean, that's we need. See, if we were just
Well,
last night was a
would you-
long night.
All right, I know Workman's thinking, oh my gosh, there's so many puns here. So was he robbed with a handgun?
Well, he wasn't. Was he an armed assailant?
Was he an unarmed assailant?
Oh my gosh, we've gone.
You just put your foot in your mouth. This is getting out of hand.
They like it. It's funny. Oh, caught him red-footed.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, Stephen Targus. for that.
Oh jeez. He needs to be disarmed. Yep. There's that.
Man, Stephen Targus also says sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg.
Oh my goodness, you guys are on fire today.
Wow.
You guys are on fire.
Wow. I don't know what to say about that except wow.
Oh.
So.
Okay, I'll bite, Luke. I'll bite. He says, "What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs at the front door?" Oh gosh.
I know.
Can you say it?
Yep. Say it, Michael.
Matt.
Matt.
Oh.
With one T. One T.
All these, I swear, I should have.
All right, read them. Go
All
ahead.
right.
Just do it.
Sheeps for Jesus says, "Feet up. This is an armed robbery." Oh my gosh. That's amazing. There's the Nike Bandit.
Where does he carry it? How?
I don't.
How did this take?
Oh.
Wow. Okay. That's good. It's good stuff.
It's funny. But anyway, just think, anybody could be a target and just go get training. Go get training and just do it in a safe manner and prepare yourself because these things happen all over the place.
Yep. So, give us your what ifs, your what would I do if this happened. Give us some weird self-defense scenarios because I'll be talking to Sereno this afternoon on the podcast about that. I'd love to hear what you guys
They're
think.
still coming in. Footloose and fancy free. They're so good. Today's comments are fire. Fire. Well done, folks.
Well done.
All right, guys. That's it for us.
Yes, it is.
Look for us. We'll get
Next
something
week,
good next
we'll
week.
be back next week.
We'll be back next week. Hey, I'm
And
actually...
after that, when zombies attack.
Yeah, I'm headed to Oklahoma this weekend. I'll have a full report on the youth hunt. I'm taking my 2 boys. Please say a few extra prayers for the deer.
All right. See you guys later.
Thanks for watching Gun Talk Live. For more great gun content, subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. You can always watch the Gun Talk channels on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon. And of course, you can always find us at guntalk.com. Thanks for watching.